Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. This game marks the end of the stretch at home for the Lakers. Back on the road tomorrow. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season. They were able to sweep the season series last year, completely controlling the play in each game.
And they swept this club in the regular season, but ended up falling to them in the playoffs.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
Here's Brown. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Now, here's Jokic. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Doncic left side. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Murray. And he banks in the layup.
And inside Murray's attacking mentality pays off. He just works hard to find his own shot.
Now, here's Doncic. James, no good.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Murray looking around. Pass to Brown. Off target with his 3. Puts up a deep 3. No good from LeBron. Denver in the lead. And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
Now, Doncic following the miss by Michael Porter from deep.
LeBron really added this into his game later in his career, becoming a threat from deep.
Murray outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Doncic. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And here's Jokic outside.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
No one near James as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Pass to Jokic. Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Lakers. From deep, James. Porter pulls it in.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
A nice shot by Brown.
And they trust Murray to get the ball where it needs to go.
Now, here's Doncic. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Murray outside. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Doncic. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Brown.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Doncic looking it over. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Doncic has got 7.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Lake.
The Nuggets, 9.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Here's Brown. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Out to Saric. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. The Lakers in the lead. Pass to Hachimura. Picked by Finney-Smith. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Holmes, good.
And I like the pass from Westbrook there, wanting to hit the guys right in their spots.
Here's Vincent. The layup missed.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
And here are the Lakers. They trail by 1. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Lakers trailed by 3. Here's Reeves. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. To the left side wing. Saric has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Saric has got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Vincent's shot is good.
Showing the quickness right there. Just tough to keep up with it.
And here's Westbrook. Still without a basket. And finished off by Westbrook.
I love when Westbrook gets inside like this. You know he's looking to dunk every single time.
Now Vincent. From deep, Reeves. Saric grabs the board. Denver leading by 6. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you.
And you got to like how they're working the ball inside this quarter. They were struggling to do that earlier. Now they're showing the focus to take the ball inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Doncic outside over Westbrook. And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets on offense. They're on a 14-2 run here. Second shot opportunity. No good from Finney Smith.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Watson's shot is good.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Doncic outside. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
So both teams making some changes here. Jokic a screen. Strother, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Doncic outside. Picked by Finney Smith. Puts up a deep three. The Lakers rebound. Doncic outside. Luka on the move.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
Murray with it. Here's Jokic. And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be right back after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Denver leading by 10. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Here's Strother. Scoreless thus far. Takes a three.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Doncic outside. No good on the three. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Murray. A nice shot by Doncic.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
You asked for it. Here they are. The Lakers girls dance team.
Denver leading by 8. At the elbow, Murray. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Three-pointer. Rebound, the Lakers.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he has...
Oh, LeBron does it again!
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is. Rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Back to Gordon. All sorts of time. To the paint. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And again, Denver no good. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Murray. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Loads it up for James. And stolen by Gordon. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter. Drops in the layup for 2. Porter's got his first 2 points.
And the size Porter Jr. has helps him on those physical takes. Great work inside there.
Screen by James. Doncic, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Gordon. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And that's the kind of aggression they want to see from Gordon. Force the issue. Make the D think twice about how they're going to guard you.
Los Angeles making a switch here. And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, we all know the Lakers have to pound the ball inside. LeBron James says, we have attackers. That's who we are. That's what we do. We're not shooting 40 to 50 threes a game. We don't have the luxury of being a team. Working it into the paint, that's what we're really good at. Kevin, they play to their strengths.
They got a lot of strength. Got to do it. Thanks, D.A. Reeves can't hit.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Brown. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Brown's got the lead up to 13 now for Denver. And here's James outside. James connects from deep.
Nice little duel here. LeBron getting the 3 points back for his team.
And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Gordon a screen. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Back to Porter. Denver passing it around. To the middle. That shot off. Great D that time from LeBron. Reeves with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
The Nuggets have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. First free throw is good.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
And he makes both free throws. Lakers trailed by 9. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Reeves. Hits the three-point bomb.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Denver calls timeout.
substitution on the court.
17 seconds left in the third. To the left wing. And that one's good. Strother. And the Nuggets lead by 9. Now Vincent. Pass to Hachimura. Off on the layup. And so it's Denver ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball.
41.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here is Los Angeles now. 9-point game. Doncic outside. Takes it inside. Oh, an easy 2 from Doncic.
And it doesn't take much for Doncic to get hot. And once that happens, boy, he is almost unguarded.
And here's Jokic outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
It's hauled in by Jokic. Denver leading by 7. Here's Brown. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And you think Murray all about scoring, but Murray is about what helps his team win.
And a deep 3 from Doncic. Can't connect from long distance. And here's Denver. Takes a shot at the elbow. He gets that one.
A pure shooter who's also efficient. Porter nearly automatic from mid-range.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. And now the Nuggets, fast break. A nice shot by Brown. And the Nuggets lead by 13.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And Denver has possession. This is the most they've led by 13 points. And a wide open look for Porter. The three-pointer is right on target. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly. And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Back to Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Denver grabs the miss.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
To stop the run. Takes it off the glass. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Outside Gordon. Here's Jokic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on LeBron James. No good on that one.
And if you were to assemble a first-team all-second rounders, Jokic would be a shoo-in.
Lakers trailed by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
The 3 for Doncic. And no good that time.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. 1:31 left in the fourth.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Denver.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now here's Şengün. Plenty of space. Good work there as it goes. Better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game. Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Thompson's shot is off. And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And it's Watson missing. Şengün in the post. Out to Thompson. About a minute played here so far in the first. Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal Murray and all he's been through, health is of utmost importance for him.
Oh, extremely important, BA. Because when Murray is healthy, he's a lethal player and a huge part of this team's success.
First team down.
Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-pointer.
Boy, the defense has to respect Murray's range. I mean, there's a reason he's a volume three-point shooter.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the Nuggets head coach. We talked about how Alperen Şengün can act as a facilitator. Coach said he sees the floor like nobody else. He's got a great mind for the game. And if you let him find his guy out of the high post, he will punish you. No doubt about it, they're aware. He is the engine of this offense.
And Allie, thank you for that. And so here is Denver. Following the score by Houston. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Watson missing. And it's Houston's ball. Pass to Şengün. Out to the right wing. Here's Easton. No good on the three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Gordon outside. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
You know, when Gordon is hitting this all the time, the defense will have to play up on it. Consistency is the key.
Pass to Şengün. The three is up. Jokic grabs the board. Denver in the lead. Outside Murray. Back to Jokic. It's deflected.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
Here's Thompson. He drains out one after 2 misses. Now 1 for 3.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him. Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jokic. Screen by Gordon. It's tipped. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Eason. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it.
Pass to Jokic. 2 on the clock. Over Şengün. Here's Gordon. It's stolen by Green. Here's Eason. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Houston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. If you look at rebounding rate, Tari Eason is one of the best in the NBA, Clark.
Yeah, you think about rate, it basically looks at what percentage of rebounds do you get while you're on the floor. And Eason is prolific in terms of boards per minute. Uses his 6'8" frame well. He's gobbling up rebounds at well under 1 every 3 minutes. That's a lot of heavy lifting there, folks. On the hunt to make a big defensive impact, Thompson denying that shot.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Thompson. Down low. Here's Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
Showing off his inside game, which will complement Green's game on the outside. It'll force defenders to have to guard him in different places on the floor.
Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic.
Love the kickback pass to set up the rim runner. Unselfish and fancy all at the same time.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. High post Green. Now Şengün. Back to Green. Off target from three-point range. Westbrook taking his time here. Doesn't go for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's Houston. They're up by 2.
10.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, for the Rockets, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
All right, let's find out the news on Christian Braun. Allie, what's the latest?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer for the Nuggets provided some info for us. I was told it's a knee sprain. Not great news by any stretch, but luckily it wasn't anything major. Recovery time is still up in the air, but guys, one thing's for sure, a return tonight is out of the question.
Okay, thanks for the update. Good to get that information. Now we know how things are coming along, Grant.
That's true. It's the uncertainty factor with injuries that can be so hard to handle.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Rockets showing improvement. Head coach Ime Udoka said, quote, when you rely on your young guys, you're constantly trying to instill habits that'll carry them for the rest of their careers. It's mistakes and tendencies you have to try to break continually. Just staying positive. We see glimpses of how close we can be.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
And it's Murray with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 3. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Back to Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Murray.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Pass to Jokic. And the foul on Cam Whitmore. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here are the Nuggets now. It's a 3-point game. Now here's Jokic. Hangs in the air. Kite grabs the board.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Brooks outside. They set the pick. Here's Whitmore. And stolen by Murray. Fast break. Here come the Nuggets. And Gordon with the big finish.
How about the commitment, guys, from Murray on defense? Moving his arms all around, coming up with steals as a result. Active arms and hands, a big part of it.
To the middle. Here's Kite. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Knocked loose.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming. He before it was even made.
Outside Whitmore.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scores in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point pickup.
His first personal foul. Third team foul. Checking in the game.
And there's a minute 45 left in the second. To the inside. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Hey, and we all know Gordon's a terrific jammer. He loves throwing it down.
Outside, Green. Driving to the basket. Porter pulls it in.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Up top, Gordon. He has 7. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. And here's Green from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Green's got 5. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Hey, I'd like to also shout out the way they've defended. Already they've recorded some really good shot blocks.
Pass to Kite. Van Vliet outside. To the paint. Rebounded by Denver.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Green with the ball. Launches it from deep. Green with the long ball.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it's Houston up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. They've done a great job containing Westbrook. And with his explosiveness, that is not an easy task. We'll be right back with you shortly. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody, okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. That's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
And then Porter with the dunk.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Right side, Green. Here's Şengün. Back to Green. Pass to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Over Jokic. Rebounded by Marion. Nuggets trail by 8. Left side, Murray. Here's Jokic. Oh, that's too easy for Jokic when he gets inside position.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Pass to Şengün. Back to Green. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson is able to get through.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Back to Şengün. Up and over Porter. They get it back. Here's Thompson. Outside Eason. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. And it's a 12-point Houston lead.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Count it.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Şengün, the screen. And it's Green off the drive. Pass to Şengün. Outside Eason. Back to Şengün. From the high post. Rebounded by Denver.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Porter looks it over. They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Over Şengün. Jokic, no good.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
Here's Şengün. Shoots over Holmes. Outside Eason. Back to Şengün. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Thompson, no good. Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Murray. Pass to Jokic. And he goes with the big dunk right over Alperen Şengün.
Impressive seeing Jokic go off like this. I mean, you can tell his teammates are being energized by what he's doing.
And here's Şengün. .40 seconds left in the third quarter here. The three. And Holmes pulls it down.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Pass to Şengün. Stolen by Holmes. Outside for Porter. With 4 on the clock. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on him in Thompson. These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. Porter hits them both. Outside Whitmore. They still need this. Oh, at the buzzer!
Wow! I didn't think he was going to get it off in time. Wow.
I agree.
39.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And it's the Rockets with the ball. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Van Vliet. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, B.A., is a real understanding of who they are. and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred VanVleet in a nutshell.
VanVleet on the wing. For three, Smith. And a great assist by VanVleet as that one goes.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
Right side Murray. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
Yeah, no question VanVleet was going to find his man. He has excellent court vision.
And here's Gordon. Pass to Murray. Jokic with it. Just 5 on the clock. Jokic muscles it down.
And this is what makes Jokic an MVP caliber talent. His ability to dominate the defense.
Here's Shepherd. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Inside. Here's Jokic. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jokic has got 14 points now in the second half. VanVleet scanning the floor. Down low. Here's Kite. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Jokic. Murray with it. VanVleet covering. Murray inside. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie.
When he gets moving, watch out now, because Şengün isn't going to slow down, and it's going to be hard to stop him.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Jokic. It's blocked. Now here's Thompson. Eason inside. Good D by Jokic. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in. And Houston has possession. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Pass to Şengün. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Here's Jokic. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Well, Jokic is a true point center because he can do it all. He'll lead the break at times. He's one of the most unique talents in the NBA.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Thompson, no good. Nuggets trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Oh, he nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
What you expect from Westbrook coming up big in the biggest moments.
Pass to Şengün. .43 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Well, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
The drive by Westbrook. Out to the right wing. There's a screen. Pass to Gordon. Here's Marion. From outside the arc. And no good. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air.